Hi, welcome to the Luke 21 YouTube channel. This is my first video and I've got lots to share with you here on this channel. And first of all, I just want to take you and give you a brief overview of what we're all about here. Kathy and myself, we have a website, luke21.com.au, and I have a special message which is on my homepage of my Luke 21 website, and its message is that the good news for us as Christians is that the Bible tells us of a great escape plan for those who trust him and are wise like the wise virgins and have oil in their lamps ready for the bridegroom when he comes. So is my key belief, and you can see behind me the banner there, Luke 21 Project, and of course that's in Luke chapter verse 21:36. That's where I got the idea from. I have three basic things on my website and my ministry. It's a translation project. I've done about 12 or 13 books so far, and I'm calling that the Easy Dynamic Version, Everyday Dynamic Version, and it's a new English translation of the New Testament. And it's all the things that I've learned and gained as a pastor and a Bible translator with the Seng people in Papua New Guinea when we were working there in the 90s and 2000s. Also on my website, I have sermons, I have hundreds of sermons ranging from Matthew to Revelation, New Testament, some really important Old Testament teaching in Genesis, Daniel, and the feasts. If you know anything about the book of Revelation, which is one of my favorite books, it was in fact the first book that I looked at when I first became a Christian back in the 1980s, became a Christian in 1984. It was the first book, but if you really know anything about the book of Revelation, it's a compilation book. It's a compilation of the book of Daniel. It's got heaps of things about from Ezekiel, Zechariah, different books of the Bible, a lot of the book of Daniel. And it tells us of what's going to happen as the church. You know, the whole point of the book of Revelation is that you get a blessing from it if you study it. And so I've devoted a lot of my time in my Christian life devoted to studying the book of Revelation. And so that's led me to the Luke 21 project, the Luke 21 ministry. And so I've got a lot of teaching on that in the book of Daniel. And of course, I've come to the conclusion a couple of years ago, the Luke 21 ministry has been going on for 2 years. This is the first time I've done a YouTube video blog, but I've got over 100 articles on the whole topic of escaping and being ready to go to the safe place of refuge in southern Jordan, which Daniel chapter 11 talks about. And so you can have a listen to the Daniel series, but also I have I'm doing a series right at the moment, just about ready to finish a series in Nehemiah, the revival series, because I do believe that we probably do need to have a revival in the church. And in fact, Israel is going to have a revival right at the end, or right at the beginning of the tribulation. And the two witnesses are going to come witness the first 1,260 days of the 7-year tribulation. And that's going to lead to a great revival in Israel going back to the law of Moses. And of course, that's going to lead halfway during that time, the beast or the Antichrist to come is going to come out of the abyss and put a stop to everything there. And a lot of Israel is going to fall away. And of course, the church is going to fall away as well. And this is the concern, because they're going to be faced with the beast and the Antichrist at the halfway point at the fifth trumpet. And they're not going to go well unless, of course, they go to this place of refuge in southern Jordan. And that's where the city of Petra, the ancient city of Petra, comes into play. But it's going to be the whole of southern Jordan, Daniel says in his book. But the message I have is that the good news for us as Christians is that there is a great escape plan, and we need to be ready. We need to be like the wise virgin with oil in our lamps, ready for when the bridegroom, Jesus Christ, comes again. And so I also have a timeline. I have sermons, as I mentioned, translation project, and over at this stage, 115 blogs talking all about Jordan, who I believe the Antichrist is. So I'd urge you to read through it and have a look. because there's lots of good material on there, and I'm going to continue to do blogs, and I'm going to continue to start doing the YouTube blogs as well, where you can, I'll explain. One of the first things I want to do is go through my timeline, and I take a post-tribulational view. I don't believe that the church is going to escape before the tribulation period, where a lot of pre-tribbers, a lot of people do believe that. But my main contention is that the Bible is talking about a post-tribulational rapture. That's after the 7 years. That's right at the end, after the tribulation. I explain a lot of why I believe that. So there's lots of good information. So I want to go through my timeline as well in my next video, and we're going to see, we're going to explore this in a lot at a lot deeper level over the coming blogs and video YouTube. So welcome to my channel. It's really great to have you on board. Share the message. Subscribe to my channel if you are interested, and share it around. So thank you for tuning in. This is my first effort, and we'll see you soon.